Okay, then go ahead.
So here we are now with a big smile, energy. I would like to welcome you all in the first meeting of new Toastmaster year. And it means that new beginning, new goals, and perhaps the new resolution, which I feel at least lasts until next year, next week. So let's start with that energy, with curiosity and courage, and to stumble through some of these speeches with style. Before we go on, let's have some ground rules, which we always just recall so that we don't forget them. The first thing that is that we will keep our mobiles silent unless you are expecting a call from your wife or your mother-in-law. In Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar's case, if he's here. And if you don't have both of them, so if you're expecting a call from Trump, you may keep it, online, on, off, on. Secondly, all the online audience will keep their mic mute until they have to speak anything. We love your voices, but not the sounds of your neighborhood maintenance work or machines voices. And last but not the least, let's be generous in applause, in smiles, because it all is calories free, but it makes all the difference. With these words, let's officially begin the meeting. I would like to hand over the charge. And before this, I would like to say something about him. Because of him, I made, I think, 2 or 3 speeches because he was just after me as VP Education. Please do it. So I'm really happy to hand over him the charge as president, as newly elected president. Toastmaster Shahzeb, please, Toastmaster Shahzeb, take the stage.
Thank you so much. Am I audible and visible to everyone?
Yes, you are.
Well, thank you so much, Miss President Town, for that wonderful spot. And a very good evening to all of you. Today I'm standing here as your next president, which proves that one day you deliver your icebreaker, and the next day you are in the panic because now you are running the whole club. But jokes apart, it's truly an honor because this club is not just been, it's been more than a stage. It's been a family. It's been a training ground, and sometimes because now it's been a therapy session for me. And as I said it before, that this is not just a club, it's a legacy. Karachi Toastmasters Club has shaped many leaders and built confidence in so many, including me. Besides that, we are very fortunate in many ways, in many aspects. Like we are the founder club of District 122. We have the most DTMs, the most experience and senior Toastmasters at DTMs and mentors. So from the day one, when I joined KTC, I felt special. And I'm still feeling special. And I want you all to feel it too. If you are a member of Karachi Toastmasters Club, you are the special one. So in the last year, Alhamdulillah, we achieved the highest education award in District 122, in District 122B. And I'm very grateful and thankful for every one of you that for your thorough support, for standing with me and listening to me throughout the year. And in this new year, inshallah, we will focus on the same things: progress, participation, and positivity. We have the potential, we have the best experience, we have the best VP, we have the best team. So no one can stop us from becoming the best club of this world, inshallah. So in the last, I just wanted to share one more thing that it's not an individual's journey. It's not just my journey or DTM Talha's journey. It's our journey. And I want you all to support us, to support me, to support your club throughout in this next year, inshallah. And I hope that you people will support us. You people will continue your support in our next year with the same energy and with the same enthusiasm. And now it's time to get to the business. And we have to share some reports from some recap from the last meeting. And for that, we have our club secretary, Toastmaster Arfa Tabassum. So please welcome Toastmaster Arfa Tabassum.
Thank you. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes, please.
Okay. In the last meeting held on the last Wednesday under the presidency of DTM Talha bin Hamid, these members earned special recognition for their remarkable performance. Best Speaker Award goes to Toastmaster Tehseen Fatima, and the Best Table Topic Speaker Award won by DTM Talha bin Hamid, and the Best Evaluator Award goes to Toastmaster Asghar. And Big Four champion title goes to Toastmaster Sila Hamid. And congratulations to all the winners. Over to you, the president of the meeting, Toastmaster Shazib Iqbal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arfa, for that, for your consistency and hard work and making every meeting minutes. And inshallah, this energy will be continued throughout the next year, inshallah. So it's time to, do we have any guests
Yes,
at the PAC?
quite a few. Can I invite them, Mr. President?
Sorry?
Should I invite the guests to introduce
Yes,
themselves?
please invite.
Okay. We have sort of guest, Toastmaster Farhan. Please first come and introduce yourself.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Sayyid Farhan Haidar, and I should say that 50% I'm guest and 50% I'm member, because I've been associated with Toastmaster Club, Karachi Toastmaster Club with ages. But unfortunately, I don't come on regular basis, and there is no excuse. It's my fault. But I must say that this is the best place where we can improve ourselves, where we can get rid of fear of
Yes. We can't hear any voice. Okay, so thank you, our guest, and we will give you people the opportunity in the last of the meeting. Now it's time to, am I audible to everyone? We can't hear you, Toastmaster Imran.
Okay, Shazib, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible now.
Yes, we are back. Apologies,
Okay,
everyone,
thank
we
you.
were disconnected. Now we are back. Hopefully, we'll stay connected. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for coming back, everyone. And we will give the opportunity in the last 2 hours, some of our guests and the Toastmasters from the other clubs. Now it's time for the oath taking ceremony, and for that we have another very special member of Karachi Toastmaster Club, DTM Samir Hamid Dodi. So DTM Samir Hamid Dodi is one of the most eminent Toastmaster in the global community. He worked alongside DTM Salim and other stalwarts to evolve KTC in one of the world's most recognized and decorated Toastmaster Club. He is also a co-founder of Husn Hitabat, CA Toastmaster Club, Karachi, and host of other clubs. He is the founding district director of District 122P and appointed to this post by Toastmaster International. By profession, he is an entrepreneur and business owner. So please welcome with a huge round of applause, DTM Samir Hamid Dodi.
Okay. DTM Samir, I think he has invited you. He was cut off. So, yeah. Okay.
But
Okay.
the Toastmaster of the day.
Toastmaster of the day is Toastmaster Amra Yunus. She's also our Sergeant at Arms.
Fantastic. Okay. I'll stand here because then the other people can stand away from the
Yeah.
projector.
Sure. And
First of all, sorry.
I think we can.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, will the outgoing officers please stand?
Okay. Outgoing.
Outgoing. Outgoing.
You are also now.
Yeah. Hiba and
Okay.
Amra. And
So-
Shazir, please stand up. We can see you're sitting. Please, yeah. You're
Okay.
not. And DTM sir, please stand up. Otherwise, Imran will complain.
No, he was the immediate past president.
So he is the outgoing immediate
No,
past president.
In any case, let's go on. On behalf of Toastmasters International and District 122, I thank all of you for your accomplishments. You are discharged from all further duties and responsibility as officers of Karachi Toastmasters Club. Please do sit down.
Thank you.
New officers, when I call each of you, please come forward and stand to the right. The first is Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Amra Yunus. Then we have the Treasurer, Toastmaster Hiba Reis. Secretary, Toastmaster Arfa, the person.
She's on,
Huh?
she's online.
All right. I mean, I think you can stand there, so it
Yeah.
will all be in one line. Anyway.
Yeah, actually, if we can stand a bit to the Imran, where is your picture?
No, I'm disconnected.
Okay.
Okay, what we can do is we can place us.
It's fine. It's no problem. We'll keep on going. So Arfa is not here. Toastmaster. Okay. Vice President membership, Stella. Vice supposed to stand.
Yeah.
The sequence.
Yeah. I think
Okay. It's fine. So I'm the president, of course, Toastmaster Shazib Iqbal.
Yeah.
For the officers' challenges that lie ahead, their collective challenge is to make this club strong, dedicated to helping people from all walks of life. Toastmaster Amra, the duties of Sergeant at Arms are to make sure that all supplies are and call the meeting to order at the scheduled form, scheduled time. Yes, I will. Lovely.
appeals from the members, schedules, and the membership renewal reports to Toastmasters International in the club. Will you perform this duty to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
All right. Arpa is not here, right?
Arfa is online.
Oh, she's online. Fantastic. The duties of the secretary are to keep an accurate record of the members, submit the offices list to Toastmasters International after the elections, and keep the club charter, constitution, bylaws, and minutes. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yeah, I'll
Excellent. Toastmaster Yasin Fatma, the duties of VP Public Relation are to promote the club to the local media, spread the word about membership programs, and attend Toastmasters event. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability? Toastmasters as the member, vice president membership, your duties are to conduct ongoing membership building programs, explain the educational programs to prospective members, and ask them to join and follow up on new members and absent members. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will, sure.
DDM Tala, the duties of Vice President Education are to plan successful meetings to help members achieve the educational goals, orienting members to the Toastmasters program as soon as they join, and monitor members' progress. Do you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will, because no one else is doing it.
Excellent. The best piece of that. Okay. Toastmaster shall say, Iqbal, having been elected the president of the club, you are its chief executive officer and will be expected to preside at all club meetings and at all regular and special meetings of the executive committee. It is your challenge to see that this club enables its members to achieve their goals. It's also a challenge to see that your club helps the area, division, district, and Toastmasters International to achieve their goals. Will you work with your team members to create a healthy club, a club of which everyone will be proud of? Will you, as president, accept this challenge and perform the duties to the best of your ability?
Unmute yourself.
Unmute, please.
Yes, I will, inshallah.
Okay. It is now my pleasure to declare these Toastmasters are installed into the offices to which they have been elected. Will everybody please stand? Everyone. Will everyone please, you two Toastmasters, with everyone, the growth and development of Toastmasters program and Karachi Toastmasters Club depends on the actions of the members. On your honor as men and women of Toastmasters, we pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club, live with it, and work with it throughout the coming year.
Yes.
We will.
So I wish Karachi Toastmasters Club a very successful year. I turn the control over to your new president.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're supposed to have the gavel.
Yeah, I it's wrapped with BLH.
Hey, thank you so much, DTM Samir Hamid Dodi, for giving us the time and coming to our meeting and taking the oath ceremony. Is truly an honor for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to introduce our Toastmaster of the day for today's meeting. And our Toastmaster of the day is none other than Toastmaster Amra Yunus. By profession, she's an educationist. And as far I observe and deal and talk with her, so she's a very humble and kind person. So please welcome Toastmaster Amra Yunus.
Thank you, everyone. Again, good evening and assalamu alaikum. Well, I think it's not a coincidence that we are starting the new year with the spell of monsoon. We have just had very refreshing rain in our city unexpectedly in the month of June last week. And it has really changed each of us mood, I feel so. I just want to ask you one thing. Do you do you know anyone or do you have anyone in your surrounding who is not very happy with the rain? So I married the one. In the beginning of my marriage, I realized that I found, the grinding slab in the kitchen, which we call sil in Urdu. So I used to find in these months, in the first year of my marriage, that there was a broom under that grinding slab. I thought it was accident. It would have been accidentally happening by someone in the home. After some observations, I asked my husband, I don't know who does it, that every time I go in the kitchen, I find, he says, I do that. And I asked, why? He says, this is the totka I learned from my mother. If you want this rain to stop, do this. And I said, why you do that? Because I am the one in the family and who is really feel reliving again when it comes to rain, no matter how messy it is around. I have lived in the homes where we used to have our chores taking out of water from home. Today I'm living in the home where we don't know if it is raining outside. So, but in any condition, it always gives me a lot of happiness. I don't know what happens. So, I'm a kind of anxious person most of the times. I keep thinking of what I have to do. But when I just hear the sound of raindrops, I don't know what happens to me. Something magic occurs. Something magically I feel, and it feels that I'm in some other world. And when I really feel so. So, welcome to the meeting again. As the Toastmaster of the day, I just want to say you, plus with the good weather and kind weather, and with our theme that says that rain is just the divine whisper, and you would feel that in yourself as well. As we go on with the session, we will talk about it more, and I would really like to listen from you as well how you take it. I just hardly tried to cram a couplet because I'm not a poetic person at all, from Vasisha, and he says, बूंदे गिरती रही कागज पे रात भर, बूंदे गिरती रही कागज पे रात भर, शायद वो खत था जो आसमान ने लिखा था. Yeah. So I thought it is resonated with our theme today. So let's go on with our segments. As we all know that we have, the first segment is the prepared speeches, and we have 3 speeches today. Our next segment is the table topic segment, which is the most exciting and thrilling, because none of us know whose name would be called next for the spontaneous speech. And then we would go towards the evaluation of the meeting. And of course, we will wrap up the meeting with our smiling faces. This is the beauty of Toastmasters meetings, that till the end we are very fresh and happy. So I would start first of all with the introduction of our role players. Who facilitate us to run this meeting smoothly. So first of all, we have our grammarian, and this is Toastmaster Imran Rana. I would like him to be here to explain his role and introduce the word of the day. Yes.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, I guess.
Sorry, Toastmaster Silla needs to go second. Yeah.
Speech.
Yeah.
But I'm here to explain my role.
He's
Oh,
actually-
sorry.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a grammarian and word master for grammarian, my role is to know in the evaluation part, I'll mention the correct use of grammar without mentioning the name. The second part is I have to announce the word of the day, and today's word of the day is epiphany. Epiphany refers to a sudden profound realization or insight that changes one's understanding or perspective. It's a moment of clarity or awakening, often resulting in a new way of thinking or understanding. Examples: after months of struggling, she had an epiphany about how to solve the problem. His epiphany about the importance of kindness transformed his relationship. You can use the word of the day in your prepared speeches, in your table topic speeches, or in your evaluations. And I will announce how many times the word is repeated and who has repeated the words. Okay, over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Master Randa. Well, our next role player is none other than distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid. He is our timer today. I would like to request him for explaining his role for us.
Thank you so much. As timer, it will be my duty to keep time for all the segments. Every segment in Toastmasters is timed. A speech is timed 5 to 7 minutes, but today our speeches are timed 15 to 20, as well as 8 to 10 minutes, if I'm correct. And so every time the minimum time of a speech is reached, I show the green light or the green background. And when the maximum time is reached, I show the red. Similarly, for table topics, it's green for 1, yellow for 1.5, and red for 2. And for evaluations, it's green for 2, yellow for 2.5, and red for 3. Every time I show red, that means you have 30 seconds to wind up your presentation. Otherwise, you will be disqualified from being voted upon. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. So our next role player is supposed to be super listener, but I think we haven't had one today. Yeah. We can ask Toastmaster Imran if he does this job for us.
Super listener.
Super
Also grammarian, so it will be
Okay.
little.
So I would request then Toastmaster Arfa Tabassum for explaining her role as our counter. So over to you, Toastmaster Arfa.
Thank you so much. Do you know what's one thing that quietly distracts your audience and weakens your message? It's those small, sneaky fillers we use in conversation, like so, but. They may seem harmless, but when overused, they can reduce your confidence and disconnect your audience. Dear fellow members, do you want to leave a strong, confident impression every time you speak? Then it's time to become aware of your moments. Today, I am here to count those moments for you. Because by simply knowing how often you use them, you can start to reduce them. You can become more mindful and grow into a confident, clear communicator. Let's make every word you speak truly count. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Amra.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arfa. Well, our next and last role player is the vote counter, and this role is being performed by TTM Talha bin Hamid. So please explain.
Am I?
Who will be doing that?
Should I? Imran? Should I perform this role? Okay.
Vote counter.
Okay. Okay. At 5 different occasions during the meeting, you will be asked to vote. Why electronic means we introduced electronic voting way before various world governments did. So you'll be asked to vote for best speaker, best evaluator, best table topic speaker, best big four, and best. Do we have a fifth?
Four.
We have 4. We used to have a fifth. Best facilitator, but since our facilitator arsenal is not complete today, we won't be having that. That said, the voting for the best speaker will be a little bit different. Instead of asking you to vote for your favorite speaker, we ask you to rate all speeches on a scale of 1 to 5. So be ready when the time comes. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, DM Talha bin Ahmed. Well, so let's come towards our prepared speeches. And with the moment of, let's have some moment of epiphany as well. That, month of July, monsoon, and the cloudy weather. So our first speaker is Toastmasters Sela Hamid,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And she will be evaluated by Toastmaster Anam Kadir. So, Toastmaster Anam Kadir, please introduce her and appreciate.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today's TM Sila Hamid will be coming for her pathway presentation mastery, or level 4, which is the elective project based upon question and answer session. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about and practice facilitating a question and answer session. Her speech length is 15 to 20 minutes. The title of her speech is Speak Anyway. Speak Anyway. Speak Anyway, Toastmaster Sela Hamid. Over to you.
15 to 20, right?
How's your idea?
You can say. Hey, is it right at the start of the?
No, doesn't just need
I think so. You can-
time.
15 to 20.
What if I told you that the big in your life is right behind your biggest fear? Sounds big, doesn't it? Have you ever hesitated to take a leap because you were afraid of failing? How many opportunities have you missed because you were too cautious? And how many dreams have you delayed because you were waiting for the right time? What if the right time is now? And the only thing which is standing in your way is your own doubt, your own fear. Roosevelt once said, do every day one thing that scares you. Dear Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, honorable guest, let me take you to the journey of not public speaking, but the journey of self-discovery, career transformation, and finding the courage to speak anyway. When I first joined Toastmasters last year, back in July 24th, I was not at all confident. I was not even confident that I would be able to continue this journey for a year even, or for a month even, because of the unconfidence. I was not at all confident. Fear always, or must say still, was loud in my life. Not in my just public speaking, but in making decisions also. For years, I've been doing the job. I desperately wanted to change it because it was more like or less than a decade. I was working as a language instructor. Though I was loving it, I was an educationist, I was an IELTS trainer. But I stayed. I wanted to change, but I stayed. Not just because I was satisfied, just because I was afraid. I was scared. I was scared. What if I left the job and didn't find the better one? Or didn't find the job even? I was scared of the uncertain things. I was scared that maybe I was not enough to take the next step. I was afraid to take the leap. Then I came to Toastmasters. And Toastmasters did what no resume, no degree, no career, or no educational institute had ever done. It gave me something which was truly in need of mine. And that something was courage. Very first, when I delivered my first icebreaker, I was too nervous. My heart raced, my body froze, and it reminded me the movie Frozen. But I took a courage, which I learned it from Toastmaster. I went to the stage with a really palpitation in my heart. The Toastmaster or the evaluator expressed my details of the project. When I stood right here at this place, I saw the members, the smiling faces of the members. I just realized that they genuinely wanted to listen or wanted to know who am I. That made me feel so good. And believe me, I spoke right from my heart. I delivered my first icebreaker at the same place, at the same venue, at the same place, right before 1 year in July 2024. And for my surprise, I was announced as the best speaker that day. In my first icebreaker speech, I was the best speaker. Story goes on. And things moves. This is how. This is not just the encouragement of my mentor throughout the year, which I want to include the name DTM Talha bin Hamid, Toastmaster Imran, Toastmaster Talha, Toastmaster Fahim, DTM Sarfraz Nazir, Toastmaster Asghar, Toastmaster Hina. Right over the call, over the phone, I never met her for years. But for over the call, she guided me, she mentored me. She was my mentor. And Toastmaster Shazib, of course, he was a VPE. They all taught me to have the courage in yourself, embrace the fear. Their guidance, their feedback, they just told me every time, Sila, if you do a little more improvement, you can do wonders. Wow, what a beautiful voice you have. Wow, what a beautiful topic you have brought in. Wow, what a beautiful show. Your voice is so good. Your presentation is so good. Your confidence is so good. Though in my heart I was shaking, and in my heart I was not confident, but by listening to my mentor, the words, yes, you can do it. You are superb. You are a wonderful person. All these words made me whatever I am right in front of you all. Let me take you to the flashback of the last 1 year.
Tada.
Yeah.
Flashback.
Oh,
So let's visualize some of my last flashback moments.
No, no, you can speak this so that everybody can see.
great. Okay, I need to share the screen, sorry. Yeah, so funny you can do it. It's this one, right? Yeah.
Let's have my icebreaker speech in July 2024. This is what I was the best speaker. I attended Grand Slam. I never stopped after that. I was the evaluator of the speech.
I felt so good by seeing my picture in the newspaper. I was the second place winner in the tall tale contest. I started raising my hand and embracing the fear. I was announced as the best contest chair in area 4, area 5. At that, I got the Triple Crown Award and in appreciation from the Toastmasters. And I attended the moment of inspiration at the Grand Award Ceremony 2024-2025. After all these achievements, I started raising my hand and instead of looking behind or hiding myself behind it, I volunteered each and every role from Toastmasters to the super listener. So, why I chose Toastmaster, a platform, a training other than any other place? Toastmaster is a place where you do not only learn to speak, you learn to grow, you learn to lead as well. And you learn to have more and more confidence. You don't need to pay thousands of money for the training session. Just a modest piece of $60 for 6 months, and then you will get valuable things. You will get the real mentor, you will get the real feedback, you will get the real community who will help you, tap you, and appreciate your progress, not your perfections. So, dear Toastmasters, whenever the fear whispers in your ear and say, hey, stop, not you. Let's have a courage that shouted back, why not me? Here I would like to quote one couplet of Faiz Ahmed Faiz. बोल के लब आजाद हैं तेरे, बोल के लब आजाद हैं तेरे, बोल जुबां अब तक तेरी है, बोल के थोड़ा वक्त बहुत है, जिस्मो जुबां की मौत से फिर. Speak. Your lips are free. Speak. Your voice is still yours. Still speak. Still, the time is little more with you before the body and voice fall silent. Speak anyway, grow anyway, lead anyway. With that, I would like to take one more brave step to the one more spotlight, which is the question and answer session. I would like to open this floor for you all, for my audience, and I would like to listen any of the question if you want to ask related to my journey and about the speech. Online and physical, both the audience are more than welcome.
Yes, you explained very well. My question is, what say to someone who says, I'm shy to join this Toastmaster?
Wow, what a great question. When you say you are shy, that is the perfect place for you. That is the perfect place for you to embrace it, to meet the discomfort of your life. Come again and again to this place. Meet the challenge. Meet and embrace it. Embrace the fear. Believe me, the more you speak, the more you will be confident. You don't need to be perfect. Don't need to be confident to be here in the first place. As I mentioned you, I was so confident. I was so nervous when I joined. I was shy. You won't believe. I used to be the shy person in my family. But I learned this art. You have to learn this art. You have to come out of your comfort zone. Embrace it. And believe me, you will be happy by meeting your fear. There will not be any fear. There will not be any shyness. Thank you so much for putting this question.
There's an online question. Toastmaster Haseeb, you can go ahead.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much. So, Toastmaster Sheila, my question is, there are many moments when there are many people in our life who would say, just leave this. You are wasting your time. You are just going here and there. How do you commute? So these motivating moments, how were you able to overcome these during your Toastmaster journey?
Thank you so much, Hasib. Hasib beautifully asked question. Believe me, this is the question of every other person. You cannot find your destination in a day or two. Rome wasn't built over a night. So you need to be consistent. See, remember, consistency is the main thing. You have to be consistent, and sooner or later your time will come, and whenever you will be rising and shine. When the time comes, you will shine and rise for sure. But the thing is that you cannot find anything over a day or over a night. There is no magic stick behind it. You have to be consistent, and if you know that this is the right path, and we all are much mature and good enough to understand that this is the coolest place or not. You will be among the learned people. You will be among the mature people who are already professionals, and some are struggling with their professions. See, the seniors, the mentors are highly recommendable, who can guide you and who can mentor you, and with that you can easily find your way, and just need your consistency in every walk of life. You cannot find any magic stick over a night. You cannot find wonders over a night, and it needs time. You have to be consistent. Thank you. Yes.
Toastmaster Alpha raised her hand. Please.
Okay, yes. Toastmaster Alpha.
Toastmaster Sridhar, my question is, how has table topics improved your ability to organize your thoughts quickly? How has table topics improved your
What a
ability
beautiful
to
question. I must
organize
say
your
again, topic is the most important and the spontaneous segment of that meeting, where you meet the pressure. As I told you that I love to embrace the fear. When you feel the pressure, then on the spot or on your feet, you have to find your ways, and you have to find the answers to that topic. So it's really important to find it, and that is how I learned to embrace it, and I learned to take the pressure as well. Thank you so much, Alpha, for asking this question.
Okay, we have two further questions. I'm bringing the formal project to an end.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but if you could take a minute or two to answer first.
Why not?
Yeah.
So, okay, if anyone wants to join Toastmaster, what will be the registration fee, or if there is a bi-monthly or sorry, half yearly fee or a yearly fee? What's the
Okay, if anyone wants to join Toastmaster, the fees I mentioned in my speech as well. It's $60, just a modest fees as compared to any other training, which are highly expensive, and the results are not as guaranteed. But this is the platform which is highly recommendable, and the fees is $60 for 6 months.
Okay.
and what's the registration fees?
$20.
So $80 for a new
For first time.
Yeah.
So we have question from DTM Abrarwani.
Okay.
Have you ever felt in your speaking journey that, well, this is not my cup of tea, or have you ever been disappointed? If not, what was the motivation behind? Maybe he wants to ask that how did you continue after?
See, my motivations is none other than my mentors. Whenever I felt demotivated, after the speech, I felt that, I cannot do it, I cannot deliver it. It is so hard to memorize it, how to deliver this topic, how to deliver this. My mentor always talked to me. Whenever I find any obstacle in my life, they always ask me, stay, this is the place which is for you, and you are a better speaker, and you can be the excellent one. If you keep on coming, you will be improved. And after a week, after a month, after 2 months, I realized a great change in myself. And I must tell you that I'm not the same person which I was in 2024. I successfully switched my job, alhamdulillah, and now I am a newly elected vice president membership as well.
Okay. Yes, that answers this question. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Toastmaster Sila for such a lovely walking us through your journey. And I can recall when I joined Toastmasters in November last year, you were, of course, halfway through your journey. And during the last 6 or 7 months, I've seen a greater change in you. And your speech really, reflected the way you have done it. And I would agree that consistency is the most important thing that you just show up. And Toastmasters just teach us this way. So let's go towards the towards our next speech. That is DTM Talha bin Hamid.
Yes.
And he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Mohammad Asghar. I don't know if he's there.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's not online. So how do we can we ask DTM Surprise to DTM Surprise? Could you evaluate me?
DTM Sarfraz is not.
He's online.
The scene speech was.
Yes, DTM. Hello.
Would you like to evaluate my speech?
Yes, I'll go ahead and evaluate your speech. So can you go ahead and explain the objectives since I don't have it with me right now?
Yeah. Let's get Tasneem on stage first,
Okay.
right? And in the meantime, I'll pass
Right.
you the
So,
evaluation.
Toastmaster Tessie, this is your turn now.
Yeah.
With your wonderful speeches as ever, I hope so. And distinguished Toastmaster Samir would be.
Thank you. I'll just speak from here. Oh, okay. Okay. Today, Toastmaster Tessim, the purpose of this project is for the member to reflect on the growth during the completion of the entire path. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of the growth during the completion of a path. Her topic is from unheard to unstoppable, toasted to perfection, Toastmaster Tessim Parma.
Well, I believe I'm audible and visible to the online audience, right? Okay, let's start. Now my time starts.
Yes.
Presentation mastery. I selected the pathway and I was thinking, now I will become the next Mark Zuckerberg or the uprising Steve Jobs, or at least the Chinese version of Xiao Mouyuti. At least. My all, yeah, yeah, they all will vanish. And I'll become the master of the game. My dancing hands and feet will get the rhythm. However, in between competitive speeches, phenomenal evaluations, and frequent warnings from the timers, I realized that this is never about becoming perfect. No, it is not. It is actually about becoming the real you and exploring it. This, right now, this moment, I have came from a long journey. And this is the story of my transformation in Toastmasters and via Toastmasters. It is something like which becomes the divine whispers of raindrop, like a transcendent source to bloom and to sparkle. Let me tell you a very interesting story how I was inducted in Toastmasters. on a Sunday afternoon, when most of us, a person called me because I approached to him asking about the Toastmasters. Explaining the vision and explaining how this universe can benefit me. And trust me, fellows, his every word was a part of vision coming out of his heart. And I was sold right there. I immediately transferred the fee, and in an hour, I was the member of a club I never visited. Because it was so original. None other than that was DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid, who is actually a vision and a mentor to many, not only to myself, but I can see that to many. Time proceed. I attended my first meeting. I loved it. And then the time came when I gave my first speech, and it was icebreaker. And I was like, what icebreaker? I talked already so much. What ice I'm going to break? Okay, the first speech, let's deliver. Fortunately, that day, we didn't get this room, we got the auditorium. So my first speech was like the stage and the podium and the complete setup, and I was feeling, wow, this is Toastmasters. Okay. Inside, internally, my heart was pounding. But okay, the speech went really well. And at the end of this session, as a ritual to Toastmasters, I got standing ovation. And I was like, OMG, are these people blind and deaf and dumb? Seriously? It was like effing funny. Yeah, they stood up for me. Oh my God. That was, actually, I was blushing, to be very honest. It was never like that I was afraid of speaking. I was a chatterbox since childhood. And in my grade 10, I got the title of chatterbox in our fair. But what actually Toastmaster brought change in myself? I started thinking, am I speaking impactfully? Are the words coming from here? Am I engaging my audience? Am I really creating any impact? I started doing levels, level 1, 2, 3, 4. Time passes. And then the conversation in my subconscious altered. I was not thinking of speaking. I was not thinking of how I will face the audience, what I will say. I started thinking. This is a very interesting part, by the way. I started thinking, do I have enough vocabulary? Am I speaking with the tonality, the variance in tonality? Am I giving meaningful pauses? Am I delivering the speech which is fulfilling the project's purpose, which is actually giving me the progress? And this is what Toastmasters have taught me, and all of us, of course. In level 5, there was a great excitement level because I have to conduct a panel discussion. And especially in the club, where nerds only talk about science and technology. I don't know from which planet they have come, but they are not normal people. But thanks to DTM Ajay, DTM Sarfaraz, DTM Talha, it went superb. I learned a lot from that panel discussion and the evaluations actually. If I summarize what I have learned so far in all my levels of this pathway, the variety of speaking, how to deliver persuasive speech, how to deliver electives, how to conduct a panel discussion, what are different body languages, the different types of body languages, what are the different types of tonality, and so on. This all I learned in my levels. And by the way, this is not the story of a decade or something. It sounds like that I started something ages back and now it's reaching to the climax. It is just 4-month-old story. 160 to 170 days in total. And yes, it has been a beautiful learning journey. Now I'll come to the second part of this project, which I have to fulfill today. And where I have to share my learnings, my challenges, and how I overcome those obstacles, and give a piece of advice to the new Toastmasters. 1 second. New Toastmasters? I'm also a new Toastmaster. I'm a toddler here. They should be asking me to exchange toys or ice cream scoops, not this piece of advice. Okay. So the first part, my fellow Toastmasters. I am telling you genuinely. Be very serious, man. You are in a serious game. By no means you can skip your speeches for now. By no means you can overlook or oversee evaluations. Take them very seriously. I don't recall a week in these 4 months when I have not spoken in Toastmasters. Not always in KTC, but in different clubs as well. And there is one very deep observation I have regarding DTM Talha bin Hamid, that he is also very persistent. Although he's a champion, he is a polished Toastmaster. But remember, winning a contest does not make you champion. Staying at the top makes you champion. For that, you have to be persistent. You cannot be lazy. And the second piece of advice, actually, I want to share my own story. There have been days I was so internally hurt with silent screams. I was tired. I was not feeling like coming to this stage. I was not feeling like joining the meeting online, but I did. I did. At times when I was asked to start speaking, I was totally blank. I forgot all the content I had. But I kept speaking. So my fellow Toastmasters and the new Toastmasters and the newbies who are going to join, hit this stage. Speak your heart out. Speak whatever comes into your mind. Speak it, bring it out, and be a persistent champion. Today, I'm an official member of two clubs, Karachi Toastmaster and Advanced Content League, and club officer in both of them. And right now, right here, at this moment, I am completing my first pathway presentation mastery. Thank you very much. And I think this is the great start of this term. Thank you, my fellows. Thank you, my mentors. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Toastmasters. Over to you, Toastmaster today.
Why don't we start the tradition of standing ovation for part of, we did, I think.
I didn't see anyone.
DTM Samir, should we? Shall we?
President has already.
Your words are enough, sir. Your.
You want to, yes, you should have.
Okay, great. Let's
So
start.
please,
Yeah. Okay.
So- Thank you, sir.
so when Toastmaster Tessie was speaking and I was thinking how ago she joined. She's been telling this, then in her own speech, she said it is just a, 4 months. So how more luckier we could be than having the speaker like you in the club. So let's go without further ado. Distinguished Toastmaster Alamin Hamid will be evaluated by another distinguished Toastmaster, Kalpras.
Toastmaster Asghar is there. would you-
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, so.
So diligent Toastmaster, not the distinguished.
They need, you-
Sir,
you need to
DTM,
give the
DTM
toss.
Surplus, can we ask Toastmaster Asghar? He was the original evaluator.
Yes, he should, since he was on the agenda, he should be the one to do it.
And he will murder me if I don't give him the evaluation.
That's correct.
Okay. So over
He
to
will haunt you.
Toastmaster Asghar, for introducing
Yeah.
Kalavina.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Sarfraz Nazir, for giving me this chance. It's a rare chance to be evaluator of DTM Tala. DTM Tala today will be speaking from presentation Mastery Level 3 Project 1. The pathway is persuasive speaking. The title of the speech is Notes of Aged Leather, Jasmine and Vomit. Oh my God, it's a challenge to connect all three into one story. But the objective of the speaker, for a member to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech at a club meeting. You are in a club meeting, you are standing over there. I hope you are ready to fulfill the objective of the speech. Over to you, DTM Tala.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asghar. What does a new car smell like? And do you like that new car smell? A new car smells like whatever the manufacturer thinks we would like. A hint of perfume, a whiff of leather, perhaps that curious smell of metal and plastic that only arises in a new car. And we call it the new car smell. But what about an old car? What does that smell like? It smells like aged leather, broken wood, and smells like all the people that have ever used it. All the fun that has been had, all the roads it has traveled, all the climate that it has seen, all the food that has been consumed in it and regurgitated in it. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, an old car is a time capsule. And we had our own time capsule in our childhood. Quite a cream-colored Toyota Corolla 1974 model. I don't know whether that time capsule survives today, or perhaps it has been banished to eternity. But to us at least, it meant the world. Wooden interior, high-quality plastic upholstery, and the seats were covered with a maroon seat cover, which was cloth. Why is that important? You will soon learn. It took us everywhere. 4 out of 5 times. The 5th time, it was with the mechanic. It was also responsible for bolstering and making prosperous the burgeoning mechanic community in Quetta, who otherwise would have had no business were it not for our car and the frequency with which it broke down. But when it traveled, it took us places. When our parents took us somewhere, we sat in it, and unlike today's children, we looked out the windows, because that was the only entertainment. Those were the only screens there were. Those were much simpler times. During one such travel, there was a chill in the air, so the car's windows were rolled up, and the sun was shining brightly and piercingly in a way only the sun in Quetta shines. What was the net result? Do the math. The egg and toast breakfast I had eaten a few minutes earlier before getting into the car started sloshing around, refused to follow orders and take the usual path. Instead, it rebelled and sought new ways to go. First, it tried to get into my lungs, then into my respiratory canal. But finally, it found another way out. The way it came, each and everything deposited loudly, profusely onto the front seats and the dashboard. Of course, my father stopped the car. He cleaned everything. But you know one thing? You can remove the vomit. You cannot remove the smell from the car. Ever since then, my parents took special care to pour oodles of an obnoxious perfume upon themselves, which smelled like jasmine, with hints of ammonia and hydrogen sulfide. And whenever we went somewhere, we opened the windows despite the weather. I think the car was cleaned at least 5 times from start to finish. Each and every nook and cranny of the interior was scrubbed. Various curious liquids were used to give it a new shine. But we all knew what was going on. My father was trying to get rid of the vomit odor. Unfortunately, never went in. And today, when I try to recall that time, I feel that bouquet of aromas, the pines, the dust, the fumes, the jasmine, the aged leather, the creaking plastic, and an undercurrent of vomit. But ladies and gentlemen, that's not all it is. That smell takes me back to a period in time, to a place where I spent my childhood, where everybody was there. Our parents, their parents, all our relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins. Life was simple. There was blue sky up ahead, actual winters and summers, and school full of bullies. What more one could want? And today, when I visit my old hometown, never want to come back. Never want to move from there. What am I wishing for, ladies and gentlemen? Recently, I had an epiphany. I'm not wishing for my old hometown. I'm not wishing for that time capsule. I'm not wishing for the blue skies. I'm wishing for the person that used to enjoy all this. I'm wishing for a person that used to be much kinder, much gentler, much more open to the wonders around him. I'm wishing to rediscover myself, ladies and gentlemen. And perhaps if you open your eyes, the answer to your nostalgia is this. Rediscover yourself and live in the present, you will be in heaven. Over to you, Toastmaster.
It's so much, distinguished Toastmaster Karachi Ahmed. Well, I'm really seriously thinking to take classes from you to learn how to turn the things into such fascinating story, right? Well,
He will
so
start to.
yeah. So reconnecting to our theme today, बारिश की बूंदों में छुपी है कुछ बात पुरानी. If I ask you one thing, do you have any nostalgic memory related to rain in your life? I have one, but I would not tell in the beginning. Okay.
Yes, rain always brings migraine to me. So yeah, so I've always hated it.
Okay. You wanted to tell this from the
Sorry.
beginning.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So if I say, anyone else wants to share? Just 2 or 3 sentences.
I remember once it was a heavy rain and I ride a bicycle in that rain and I really loved it.
Okay. So you liked it, and you still, sometimes you go back. From the online audience, any memory, related to this or that makes you remind of this?
Well, my mom used to hit me whenever I go outside during the rain. I still recall
Okay.
vividly. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually it was your mom who handed you over to your mother-in-law. So that the legacy,
It's a new term now. It's a new term.
Yeah. So when I had one ex-boyfriend, I belong to the era where people used to have loud songs in the mohallas, right? So when I was a young girl, it's raining and a song is on the loudspeaker. एक ऐसी ही लड़की थी. Right? And I still remember, I used to think, maybe I'm the same girl and the song is for me. So, yeah, we have some good memories or some not so good memories related to different weathers. But whatever the memory is, PTM Tala, rain is rain.
Yeah, yeah, true.
So let's move towards our next segment, which is table topic speaking segment, and today this session will be conducted by none other than our Toastmaster Shazeb. So Toastmaster Shazeb, over to you.
President.
Okay, he's president. Yeah, I would remember. Yes, over to you, Toastmaster and President Shazeb for table topic section.
Thank you so much, Ms. Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Amra Yunus. So as a table topic master, my duty is to give impromptu topics to all the audience in the physical or online. And the purpose of the table topics in Toastmasters is to improve your communication, confidence, and to learn how to speak impromptu. The timing for each speaker will be 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, the green card will be shown. At the 1.5, the yellow card. And at the 2 minutes, the red card will be shown by the timer. And the last thing that I urge every one of you to please use the word of the day, and the word of the day is epiphany, which means a simpler meaning of the word is a sudden aha moment when everything makes a sense. So try to use the word of the day in your table topics. Now it's time to call upon the stage our first speaker. So I would like to request DTM Sir Sarfaraz. So are you there?
No, he's not there.
Okay. So can I request our CGD DTM Abrarwani?
Yes.
Welcome to our club, CGD DTM Abrarwani. So I would like to give you a topic for our table topics. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, thank you. So this topic was specially written from DTM Sarfaraz, but it's in your luck, so best luck. The topic is in Toastmasters, we always say politics is prohibited, but somehow it always in the room. What's your thought?
Thank you. Thank you very much, my dear Toastmaster fellows and distinguished guests. Well, I haven't seen anywhere written somewhere that politics is prohibited in Toastmasters. Remember, politics is always there. It always depends what kind of a politics you are into. Whether you are doing politics in the way of positivity or whether you are doing politics by way of negativity. These two different elements has to be considered while we are talking about the politics. I always, amongst those individuals who used to believe that we need to eradicate the negative politics, and to the epiphany of everyone, that it is something everyone would believe that it is almost impossible to eradicate completely negativity or a negative politics from any places, because we are living in a world which is 80% of social people and 20% of anti-social people. If it is the number of 20%, they are always disturbing the overall genre or overall environment of something. It is almost impossible, almost not perfectly impossible, but almost impossible to eradicate that negative politics. So what to do then? We have to keep ourselves in the way of positive thinking, the positive words, the positive spread of a message, the message of love that will ultimately kill those negativity, because negativity does not prolong for a very long time. We have been a witness of the era of Hitler, Genghis Khan, Halaku Khan. What happened there? They all are vanished. And they are the part of a history where everyone is cursing them because they are the cause of killing humanity. My dear Toastmaster fellows and distinguished guests, we are living in a world where there's all kinds of people living around us. What we need to do, we have to spread we have to spread positivity to eradicate negative politics, and always encourage positive politics, because, well, when there's a democracy, there is a politics. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, DTM Abrarwani, for your thoughts. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Hasib from Contour. Toastmaster Hasib, would you like to take a part?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. So, your topic is, have you ever danced in the rain and slipped? Have you ever danced in the rain and slipped? Tell us your divine rainfalls.
Rain is always something I love to enjoy. And dancing is a separate thing which I never enjoyed. Dancing and rain, when we combine, indeed, something will happen. I still remember I was on my terrace. The rain started slowly. The first phase came that I was looking up, the rain is coming. Second phase, the wind started blowing. I was enjoying it. Ignoring that the floor is new, the marble has been shined. From the corner, my mother was literally shouting, "Today I am predicting something will happen." Why? Because I was known as the most mischief child of my whole school. My principal used to say, "This class must be of Mr. Hasib because whole school can listen to his voice." And that happened when the rain was on its peak. My bhangra was on the peak as well, with imaginating the Lair Mehti songs. And then there I go from one corner of the terrace to the other, having circles and trying to grab any kind of anything. And what I grabbed? Nothing. After waking up, after 30 minutes or something, then I realized that now I am on the hospital bed. My doctor is standing upon my head with a scissor and a needle and stitching over here. This is my, and I still remember this when I was in another office and they asked me, what is your, what we call this element? What should I write? I said this, my own nishani here over here, that anyone can recognize me from far behind. So this is something, yes, dancing and slipping is a virtue. Back to TTM.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hasib from Contour, for your thoughts. Our next speaker would be a guest Farhan from PACC. Please welcome guest here, Farhan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, guest Farhan. Your topic is one moment that changed your life. One moment that changed your life.
Good evening, everybody. To talk about that one moment which changed my life, there are so many moments which changed my life, which transformed my life. But last 3 years back, mashallah, we got baby boy. By the grace of God, I have got 4 kids. My elder kid is around 21 years old. The middle one is 18 years, and my daughter is 15 years. So after a gap of, you can imagine, 21 years from elder to small, that was a really dream for me. And we were hoping that we would have a baby. But when my wife got to know that she is going to be a good news, then that was a difficult time for us to share this news with my other kids. And we were very confused, very disturbed. But then we decided that we should reveal these things, and we announced, we told them that we want to discuss something with you, and then they sat with us. Then I started talking that this is a good news, and you will have another brother. And that time I was wondering that will be very surprised, but they all were very happy, and they said that we were waiting for the cat and dog, but now we have got. So that was a very happiest moment for my life, and this is I can say that this is the toy, and this is the vision, and this is the moment for me to play with him. And whenever I go to home, back to the office, he always wait for me, and I play with him. And this is, I think, best moment. I can say that I always enjoy with him, and that's it.
Thank you so much, guest Farhan. Do we have Toastmaster Latif from the online audience?
Yes, we have it. You'll just need to say where is Latif.
President, but I wouldn't. Yeah, no, no, President, I would excuse myself, please.
Okay,
working
no
together.
issue, no issue.
Sorry.
So I would like to call upon the stage Toastmaster Imran Rana.
Why not we call
Please
a
welcome
guest?
Toastmaster Imran Rana. Yes, I will call the guest later on.
Yeah.
Okay, so your topic is it's raining in Karachi. You are drenched, stuck in traffic, and someone says, "What a blessing." What's your thought?
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, Toastmasters and guest. In Karachi, we have not that much rain. So whenever we have rain, we thanks to God to just have a normal rain so that we can manage, because our city cannot manage heavy rains. Because if we have a good spell of rain, then you can imagine what type of life would we be living in the city. Uh, so the situation is, I'm well dressed and getting late for office, and a person beside me saying that what a blessing rate we have. What I will do, I won't do anything. I will start enjoying the rain. I'll take the selfie and send it to my office to the bosses and tell them this is the situation. I'm stuck in the rain and there's a lot of traffic. So uh, the person besides me said that it's a blessing day. So I'm sure when I reach the office, the office environment would be blessing for me as well. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Imran Rana. Do we have a guest from PACC, guest Amin?
Yes, I mean, Jake, yes. Please take the stage. When you see red, you have 30 seconds to finish. Just remember that.
Thank you for joining us, guest Amin. Your topic is who believed in you? Okay, so your topic is who believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself? Who
Repeat the
believed in
topic.
you? Who believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself?
Okay. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. It's my first encounter here. I have a huge fear of speaking, standing in front of an audience. So I'll try to do as a good job I can. Yes, this goes back 2007 when I was in between jobs, and I was switching from back then HBL to NIB Bank, and I started working with a gentleman who's very dear friend now. So he was my boss, and he's the one who had hired me. So I started with a smaller role, and within a year, he came to me and gave me a countrywide role. I didn't seem prepared for it, and I was quite hesitant to take it at that time, and in fact I had refused initially, but then he kept trying to convince me, you know, kept on with it, and gave me a lot of pep talk, and gave me a lot of confidence to kind of start with the role. And he said he's going to be with me all the way through the journey, and he'll be watching my back, if anything goes bad or wrong. And that was the moment. I mean, that person say was there and believed in me when I wasn't sure about the role myself. Yeah, so that's it.
Thank you so much, guest Amin. And with this table topic session is going to be end. I thank you all, the participant who participated and shared their stories and thoughts with us. Thanks to all the guests, all the members who participated in the table topic session. And now it's time to hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Amra Yunus.
Thank you
Please
so much,
welcome
Mr. Say, for these wonderful topics and challenges all we speak. So
So,
yeah, so I was just saying that as our theme today invites us to pause, breathe, and take the meaning of seemingly little things like the rain. Let's just reconnect with our souls, with the divine, and make this world a peaceful place more than it is at the moment. I would say that Toastmaster is one of such platforms that gives that not only that gives that courage, but that peace in ourselves as well. So with this, let's move towards the last segment of our sessions today, our meeting today. That is the journal evaluation, and our journal evaluator is Toastmaster Hiba. Of course, when we listen to her, I really feel that where the words are coming from. She's so, she has very good vocabulary and she uses those vocabulary very well. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hiba. Please.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, general evaluation is a very crucial aspect of Toastmasters. G is supposed to be the third part of any session. Without good evaluation, one cannot hope to become a better speaker and or hope to improve. G is divided into three segments. The first segment is the prepared speech session. And in the prepared speech session, I'll be calling of the prepared speech evaluators. So the first speaker was Toastmaster Sela Hamid. And I call upon her evaluator, TM Anam Khatri.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, and TM Sela Hamid. You did an outstanding job standing here and speaking. And you were confident, you had your words ready, you had your content ready, you knew what you had to say, and you were well prepared for that. Above all, somehow you were prepared for the questions as well. It seemed you were so fluent and you were so confident in answering every question. And I don't think anybody was there who questioned you, and yet the thirst wasn't quenched yet. So it was a superb job, superbly done, and I would commend you for that. Just a few things here and there. First thing is that you prefer to stand in the middle of the stage. While stage utilization is a major part in our Toastmasters world, especially when you're going for public speaking. So try to utilize your space. I know we have a lesser scope here. We don't have that much space here, but at least we can utilize that much space, especially when you are transforming from one idea to another. This gives the clearer impact that yes, the speaker is now ready to talk about a new point. He's coming up, or he or she is coming up with a new point that need to be emphasized. One thing. The other thing was that when you started your speech, you had your hands like this most of the time. Open up your arms. You want to speak up, so speak anyway. Give yourself a shot, open up your arms. It will not only give you the confidence, but it will give these listeners the confidence as well that yes, the content, she's well prepared for the content, she knows, she has done her research, and she's confident enough to keep it up in front of all of us. So that gives a better impact to the audience. Above all, you were well prepared. You had the content ready, you had the questions ready, you had the confidence enough, you had the smile on your face. Never once did we felt that any question was problematic for you or you fret out over any question. So overall, a job well done. And Toastmaster Sela Hamid, speak anything.
The next speaker was TM Tessin Fatma, I call upon her evaluator DTM Samir.
Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster Yasin Fatma, wonderful speech. You had a lovely start on selecting a path. You used humor, and I like the fact you used humor throughout. Like when you were there, you said, "Oh my God, people are blind, deaf, and dumb. They're applauding for me." It was brilliant. It got people laughing. They got me aside immediately. And then you went down to say, "Well, I'm here for 4 months, which was a surprise. I'm just a toddler, but look at my growth." And then you went on to say, "Well, I have come to the second part of my speech, which perhaps you could use something else to transition. You don't have to tell the audience, this is the part of my speech where I translate." You showed awareness of how you have grown during your path. And you made it clear that this is how I've grown as a person, which was brilliant. And it was exactly spot on. I also like the fact you opened up to the audience. I was internally heard. Because you showed vulnerability, and by doing that, you immediately connected with the audience. That was spot on, absolutely spot on. And I would also say that the beginning of your speech was great. You had a body and you had an end, but perhaps you could have had in quotation something like Aristotle said, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom." And I think I'm going to get wise here. Something like that. That would have, put a bit of was snap. I at least hear a little bit about how did you use these skills outside Toastmasters, your family life, social, confidence. It would have been nice if you had mentioned any incident about that. That would have, I think added a little bit more impact. I would have also liked to hear about how you plan for the growth, which you did by saying that you're in the club and you plan to go on further, but perhaps even in your personal life. What I really liked, one of the things that really impressed me was your body language, your facial gestures. They were absolutely animated. And for example, when you said bloom like flower, you actually bloom. When you said the universe, you had the whole universe. It was, expressive, it was immersive, and we actually fell into your gestures. So your gestures, I think, are the best, really very strong point. I think it's innate in you. So, congratulations on completing your path. I think it was not just a celebration of your growth, but I think it also inspired the audience. I know I was inspired. Lala, you inspired? Yeah. There you go. So if he says he's inspired, then everybody's inspired. Over to you.
Moving on, the third speaker was DTM Tala. I call upon his evaluator DTM Sarfaraz.
No, Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Asghar Ramdan.
You can still call him DTM Asghar.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Thank you, Journal Evaluator. Toastmaster DTM Thala was speaking about a persuasive speech. DTM Thala, you will successfully persuade us to believe that in nostalgia we rediscover ourselves. Dear Toastmaster, what I liked as way of storytelling manner, the way he took us to the memory lane of his childhood, which revolved around his 1973 car. And then how he mesmerized us about the car by using as imaginative and descriptive style, which is a signature style, by the way. Before reaching a more serious conclusion about the nostalgia and rediscovering himself or herself, he started from a car, a new car, and it is smell, connecting it with the manufacturer. But the way he transformed himself from his car, and it is the smell. He talked about the people road, climate, food related to that car, is looking out of his window. Above all, the smell of the car, jasmine mixed with ammonia. By the way, this smell is still there. I have it for my car. Hence, it is relatable to me as well. And the dust, the fuse, everything transformed him into his childhood. Again, the nostalgia factor. This is the one way seeing his speech as a storyteller and his imaginative and descriptive language that he used vanished to the eternity. Sunshine brightly and fiercely, loose sky, school full of bullies. And I really failed to keep pace with his speech. That is why I failed to write more than this. And the way is subtle humor. When he mentioned the mechanic who is waiting only for his car. Brilliant. Toastmaster DTM Tala, on serious note, you have never failed to amaze us. Thank you for the speech. The only thing I find out, I totally agree with the earlier evaluator, even the first evaluator, who rightly mentioned that the stage crafting is a big factor we should not ignore. Even you, DTM Tala, should not ignore the stage crafting. Standing in the middle of the stage all the time is something you need to revive. Keep this imaginative and descripting style with stunning experience telling, while some appropriate stage crafting is highly appreciated. Over to you.
Okay, moving on, fellow Toastmasters and guests, the second part of the session comprises of the table topic evaluation, and the table topic evaluator is TM Rafal Mubi. So over to you.
Toastmaster Rafael, are you there? She's there. Can you unmute yourself, please? Toastmaster Rafael, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes.
I'm
Thank
here
you.
for evaluation.
Okay, go ahead, Toastmaster Rafael.
Please start.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes, you are the table.
Yes, I am table topic evaluator. The most thrilling session. Excellent topics were given by the speaker and proved by every speaker that they are truly Toastmasters. The first speaker diligently did his job. Confident speaker. I observed good hand of good use of body language and hand gesture. Didn't find any gray area. The second speaker is Toastmaster Farhan. One movement that changed his life. He shared his experience after birth of last baby. After so many years, his life was entirely changed. It was difficult for him to inform her elders about her arrival, and he was little bit confused. But when he informed her elders about her arrival, all were very happy, and the birth of the baby was happiest moment in his life, which entirely changed his life. The next speaker is Toastmaster Imran Rana, rain in Karachi. And he was stuck in traffic and came late in office in Karachi due to paucity of rain. There was it is difficult to maintain life activities because there is no arrangements for rain. He enjoyed the time, took selfies and enjoy as much as possible. The next speaker is Toastmaster Amir, who believe in you when you didn't believe yourself. He shared his own experience when in year 2007 he switched off his job from HBL. He realized that until and unless he has not developed faith upon himself, he would not get, or no one can believe upon him. So according to him, it is must that we must believe ourselves. With this, I concluded my evaluation and will give charge to the journal evaluator.
Okay. Moving on to the last portion of the general evaluation segment, I'll be calling the role holders. So the first role holder was the grammarian and word master TM Imran Rana.
Thank you so much. First, I am presenting the word master report. The word was epiphany, and it was used by Toastmaster Amna Yunus, Toastmaster Tahsin Fatma, Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid, Toastmaster Abrar, and Toastmaster Asgar used the word of the day. Today we observe very good usage of grammar. There were very few errors, which I'm mentioning here. Just a minute. Okay, someone used everyone claps you or clap you. Could be used everyone clap for you. There was a very good usage by use of sentences, that is walking us through your journey. It was quite good and quite impressive. Someone used then Toastmaster Tahsin used some amazing vocabulary, and there was one word called transcendent. It was quite amazing. And then someone used there was some amazing vocabulary used, sentences used by DTM Talha. A whiff of leather, an old car is a time capsule. And there was a slight error while mentioning, while evaluating the table topics speakers. Someone used the present tense instead of using the past tense. So very few errors. Overall, amazing grammar we observed today. So over to you.
Moving on, DTM Talha, you want to quickly report the timer?
No, it's not needed. We can move on.
Okay, since
only one speaker was disqualified. Toastmaster Farhan. You should become a current paid member, or you'll keep exceeding your time. Sorry for this.
Okay, since there was no listener, I'll be moving to the R counter, that is TM Artha Tabassum. So over to you.
Yes. This was such a smooth meeting that I could hardly find any fill of words, whether it was prepared speech speakers, table topic participants, or evaluators. Everyone performed so well that they kept us engaged throughout. All were so fluent and clear in their delivery. Hats off to each of you. Your confidence and clarity truly stood out. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Hiba.
And now it's time for my part of the evaluation. Overall, the meeting was well organized by the EXCOM. What I liked about the meeting was that it started on time. There were no problems as far as the logistics was concerned. From my observation, everything was well managed. Thank you. And over to you, Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hiba. That organized session. Well, as we come towards the wrapping of this session, let's kick things off and raise the bar for the air full of laughter and growth and full of happiness that is just coming ahead. So with these words, I would like to hand over the charge towards the president of the club, Toastmaster Shahzad. Over to you, Toastmaster Shahzad.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amra Yunus, for that wonderful job. I thoroughly enjoyed today's meeting. But before I pass my personal comments on the meeting, I would like to take some feedback from our guest. So the first person I would like to ask some feedback and suggestion, our CGD DTM Abrarwani. So would you like to give us some feedback about today's meeting?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shahzad Iqbal. First of all, congratulations to you for assuming this very important role. And well, none other than one of the brand club in Pakistan, that is Karachi Toastmasters Club. It is always an honor to be the part of the meetings of Karachi Toastmasters Club, quality people, quality speakers. And I always enjoy whenever I come in this Karachi Toastmasters Club meeting. And honestly speaking, even today's speeches were very great, very interesting, very engaging. Though there were two long speeches, I can say a kind of a keynote speeches, but even those were very interesting, and I didn't feel go away from the speeches while I was listening. Hats off to you, the all executive committee, the senior people who are within this KTC. And well, as I said, KTC is a brand club of Pakistan, and I appreciate every single person. Thank you very much for conducting such nice meetings, because these kind of quality meetings always help the club growth to, have unknown and unseen lift from towards the growth. So this is something very positive. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us, sir, and for your feedback. And I hope that you will join us in the future meetings as well. So now I would like to request our area director, Toastmaster Aram Kadri. Thank you for joining us, and please share your feedback and please come to the stage.
Actually, she's gone for prayers.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. So Toastmaster Hasib from Kantor, your feedback in just 1 minute, please. Toastmaster Hasib, are you there?
Toastmaster Hasib is online. Yeah.
Okay, so guest Amin from PACC.
Sir,
please give your feedback.
Feedback about me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm very happy to be here. I was quite scared for coming here, but I'm glad a friend mentioned this to me. We were talking about public speaking, and I mentioned my fear. So he suggested he had joined Toastmaster here like in the early 2000. So he mentioned his experience about it, and he did emphasize that this was the single best thing he had done. So that really motivated me, and so I got in touch with my Googling and found out about the Karachi Toastmasters. I got in touch. I spoke to Samir, Toastmaster Samir, and then he got me connected on email with Talab. So excellent experience. I'm very glad to be here, and I continue to look forward to be part of it.
Okay, guest Farhan, would you like to share some feedback?
Yes.
Indeed, it was a great meeting today, and the speeches prepared speeches like two speeches like Toastmaster Sila and Toastmaster Tessin, and they both shared about their journey of Toastmaster Club, how they overcome their obstacle of fear of public speaking. That too with growing day by day, and that speeches, that story gave us a confidence to come on a regular basis. And if we are consistent, persistence, then we can do wonders. That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guest Irfan. I hope no one is left in at the PACC.
Yes, but perhaps online you have someone named Talha, which makes that
Yes.
person very special. So please take their feedback.
Yes. Muhammad Talha Suhail.
Yes, you called me.
Would you like to share your feedback about the meeting?
It was a great meeting. It introduced me to the club and helped me understand how amazing this club is and why people join the club. Maybe in the future I'll join, maybe not.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay,
But let's
how
hope I
did you
do.
know about Karachi Toastmaster Club?
Family. Through family.
Okay, great. Great. Hope to see you in the next meeting, inshallah. Toastmaster
Inshallah.
Hasib.
I'll hope to see you in the next meeting too. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Toastmaster Hasib, your feedback in 1 minute just.
Yes, thank you so much. It was a wonderful experience listening to one of the greatest names I have ever heard, DTM, Talha bin Hamid, Toastmaster Imran Rana, and many other Toastmasters. And it was a wonderful experience to be part of KTC. This was my first meeting, and it was all of a sudden to be a part because I just saw the message in the events group and said, okay, now this is the moment which I can join KTC. So it will be online, of course, but it was wonderful to be a part of today's meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us, Vice President of Education of Control. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we witnessed another very successful and great meeting of Karachi Toastmaster Club. I personally thoroughly enjoyed today's meeting. From the start, the Sergeant started the meeting very enthusiastically, and she said that to start this new year with energy and courage. All the speakers were tremendous today. I literally surprised from each speaker. Toastmaster Stila Hamid, Toastmaster Tahseen Fatma. Toastmaster Tahseen Fatma is the one person, a new Toastmaster, who completed his pathway in just 4 months. So I think she deserved a big round of applause once again. And DTM Talha's speech was again literally another wonderful piece of his speeches, and I literally got goosebumps in the end of his speech as when he said that to rediscover yourself. So I really like, sir, the way you deliver the speech, and the message was very well and touched by every heart, I think. Comes to the evaluation segment, all the evaluators, they did tremendously evaluation. DTM Samir Hamid Dodi, thank you for joining us and thank you for joining us as for the oath taking ceremony. Toastmaster Anam Qadri, Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar, Mr. Consistent, thank you for coming up in every meeting. Toastmaster Hiba, Toastmaster Rifat Mubin, I thank all of you, and I hope this energy and enthusiasm will be continued throughout the year. Now it's time to share the results. So the best speaker award goes to none other than DTM Talha bin Hamid. Please give him a big round of applause. No claps from the online audience. Best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Anam Kadri.
The results are available for audit. If anyone wishes to see the votes, please go ahead. Yeah, sure. Soon you will know.
Okay, so any guesses for the best table topic master? Okay, so the best table topic master award goes to Toastmaster Imran Rana.
Now you want to.
And the Big Four award goes to Toastmaster Amra Yunus. Thank you for bringing a very interesting theme, raindrops and the divine whispers. So this is all from our side. And I think the best facilitator award goes to Toastmaster Arfat Tabassum. I hope you all enjoyed today's meeting. And until next meeting, take care of yourself and prepare for your speeches. So stay blessed. I hope I didn't forget anything, Didin Dalha.
No, no, you did not forget anything. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
yes.
so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you all our online guests, especially online ones, for staying throughout the meeting. This means a lot to us, especially since this was the first meeting of the year. So, let me tell you that Toastmaster Anam is not here for pleasure. She's visiting as area director. So it was good that all of the online attendance and the offline attendance, the numbers were there. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, everyone. And congratulations, Mr. President, on completion of your first meeting as president.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.